Hey everyone, welcome to another Deck Tech. I'm Scott-Vargas here with Rafael Sarriegui Hidalgo,
Hello.
playing some new perspectives.
Yeah, new perspectives.
Let's take a look at the deck. This is the card the deck is built around.
Yes, of course, this is the card that makes the name of the deck, and it's also the card that combos out. Once you have one of these enchantments in play, you just draw your deck out and try to win in a myriad of different ways. We've chosen one of them.
Yeah, so let's take a look at first the mana base. We don't usually do the mana base first, but these are all the lands with cycling. You've got 14 lands that have cycling.
Yes, it's really important that your land cycle so that you don't fizzle while you are trying to combo out, because you have to try and draw your deck just chaining.
Yeah,
cycling.
one by one by
Yes.
one. And looking at the lands, you can see that you're playing a lot of red lands. So
Yes, we are playing red in this version and not white, because we think that the card that we're going to see later, the Anger of the Gods like Sweltering Suns, it's really important for us to defeat aggro. So we need those red lands that kind of get us into play that card.
all right, let's take a look at the next. And here's the interaction, and all the cards have cycling. Censor, Sweltering Suns, Haze, and Shafet Monitor.
Yes, that's it. Censor is turn 2 interaction. It's really important when you are on the draw so that you can get to your turn 5, turn 6 kill. And then Sweltering Suns, as I told, against zombies, against Madu, if they have a Toolcraft start or whatever, it's really, really important. It normally buys 2 or 3 turns that they get you into your combo time. Then Haze of Pollen, that buys you a full turn.
Yeah, and then of course Shafet Monitor is part of the combo kill because each
Yes.
one you cycle is an extra mana.
Yes, nets mana, draws a card, it's perfect.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we've got next. And here's how you generate more mana: Vizier of Tumbling Sands and Weirding Wood.
Yes, Vizier of Tumbling Hands, cycling, of course, it gets you going, and when you combine it with Weirding Woods, it's just amazing. Weirding Woods gets into play, draws you a card so that you can have 7 to play the new perspective, and then combined, they net you 2 mana every time you cycle a Vizier.
And you tested with 4 Weirding Woods, but you ended
Yes.
up playing 3.
Yes, because you, as I said before, you are prone to fizzle, and we have to reduce the probability of fizzling once we combo off. So we put another piece that doesn't have cycling, so it's better for the deck. The more cycling we have, the better.
Gotcha. Let's take a look at what's next. And this is the way you kill your opponent. You've got 4 Shadow of the Grave,
Yes.
and then 3 Drakehaven and a Faith of the Devoted. Tell us about these.
Well, no, the combo kill revolves around Fate of the Devoted and Shadow of the Grave. We just chain the Viziers, the Sefnet, all the cycling, generate a lot of mana, and then with all the cyclings on the stack, in case you've drawn your deck, you can trigger the Fate of the Devoted and don't draw the cards so that you don't lose, but win the game with no cards in your library. That is awesome. Then the Drakehaven came in because we wanted some other cards that win the game, not only the new perspectives, because it's a 4-off, you can not draw it and lose
Right.
the game. But Drakehaven, with all the cycling in the deck, if you manage to sneak it in turn 3, you can beat any opponent.
How many games did you win in this tournament by just turn 3 Drakehaven, then cycle?
Against your control one of them, and then I didn't win, but it was the card that got me into the position to combo out against Mardu 2 times, just by putting drakes and chum blocking Gideon, chum blocking here and there, trading, and getting me some time to find the new perspectives.
Yeah. How many Shadow of the Grave do you usually need to draw to combo off? Like once you start to play one for like what number, for example?
It's really important. Once you shadow for 14, you just combo out, because you don't have 14 not cycling cards in your deck once you
Right.
count the basic lands. So you just can go from there and draw your deck.
And then,
So you can use 1 to just draw, rebuild your hand, and then with 3, it's more than enough to combo out.
gotcha. Take a look at the lands here. And so these are the besides the new perspectives and
Yeah.
Weirding Woods, these are the only cards in your deck that don't cycle.
That's it. We are playing a lot of basic lands because we need them to get mana for Sefnet. Really important, the Singleton Swamp that gets us into Shadow of the mana. And then the 4 Aether Hub, they are just to help us with the Sweltering Suns red mana.
Right, and we were talking earlier, and you said sometimes you play Suns on turn 4 because it's hard to
Yes.
play turn 3, but it's still very good then.
It's still very good then, it buys you the time.
Yeah, and then I played a version without the Swamp. You need the Swamp, I think.
Yeah, you need the Swamp. It's really important because if you don't play the Swamp, you just need Vizier.
Yeah.
And if you don't draw Vizier, you lose. So you need to get your 4 perspective and one of your 4 vizier and one of your 4 shadow. That it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And the best cantrip is sensor, so standard is not in a very good place for cantrips right now.
Yeah. So that was the new perspectives deck.
Yes, that is.
You went 4-1 yesterday before running into some blue-red control today.
Yes, blue-red control, it's quite a hard matchup.
Yeah, but the deck looks very sweet. It's a combo deck in standard. You don't see very many of those.
Yes, well, in this standard we have a lot of combo decks actually, but yes, this one works and it's really good against aggro. That is kind of a good
Awesome.
new.
Good luck in the rest, Rafael.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm Luis Scott-Vargas, and that was a deck tech.